Near the end of January, pre-calc students that had participated in the Conics competition had their projects judged. Today, we talked to the top 3 finalists about their projects and the process as a whole. This is what they said.
I chose Brooke from One Piece because I was watching the show at the time and I thought it would be cool to do him. Well, it took me the entire time, the assigned time to do it because, it was like 1,000-something equations. So I had to turn it on the last day. My favorite part of the project was making equations to actually use to draw the project. So an example is these spirals that I made for the eye. I thought those were cool. I think it's a cool project. I don't think it's for everyone though. And it could stress some people out if they're not into it. For next year's students, I think starting at a bigger, 50 by 50 or that size instead of a 10 by 10. So you don't have to go into decimal points.
Because I like a beauty thing and beautiful thing, so I was first confused on which picture I chose, but I chose this one because the butterflies was so nice to do it and has a specific detail to focus on. More than 100 hours. It takes a lot of time, and sometimes I sleep at 5 a.m. to finish it. It takes more than 100 hours. The worst part was the wing, the butterfly wing. It takes a lot of time and it was hard to do all the curved line and the circle. And the enjoyable part, it was the flower. It has a specific detail and it was easy to do. And I chose specific equations to do them, all them together. It was really good. At first I wasn't like it. I thought there's other people that has better than mine, but when I got in the second place, I was so surprised. And the other comic project was so beautiful. Just do your best and work hard, even if you don't like it, going to be better.
So the image I chose is from, I think, one of my favorite shows that it's called Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and it's from one of the frames from one of the last episodes. And it's the climax of everything that's happened over the 64 episodes, which is a lot. Because he wanted us to pick something that motivated us, I was that's why I chose it. So I spent my entire winter break, 8 hours a day, every day, working on it. I could have probably worked over Thanksgiving break, but I didn't because I was lazy and I wanted to have fun before I went into pure madness. So I don't know how to calculate that. The most enjoyable part of my project was, I think it was the hands. It was probably the worst part, but also the most enjoyable because it was kind of the centerpiece of everything that was it pulled it all together. As I went along, I could sort of make out what was actually happening. And I guess the worst part was the lighting. There's this weird lightning thing going across the image, and I can't actually see that with the actual image. So I had to put a filter over it just so I could see the light, and have to switch back and forth between the two, and it was giving me a headache for sure. I think it's probably one of the coolest projects in our high school out of everything, just because artistically, and also there's a lot of skills that you can learn from it, and managing your time properly. Also connecting with others through the project. I've talked to many of them, trying to get different types of lines and stuff, and it was just really kind of cool. Just look back at the other projects from the past years. I remember over the weekend one time, me and Josiah and a couple of others, we just went back through a couple of projects from past years and just grabbed some of the equations and sort of modified them so we could work with them better and understand them. And we used those equations for the rest of our projects, and just to make our lives a little bit easier. And I think also just choosing an image that motivates you. That's good.